unit is in there. This just lifts the fruits and vegetables. So it is one of the most fully researched nutritional products in the world. The company has put their money where their mouth is and got the scientific backing to document how valuable Juice Plus is to the human body. In fact, there are 35 published clinical peer-reviewed studies on Juice Plus, on the actual product, not the individual ingredients or something someone else did. It's actually the juice powder. They found things like bioavailable. That means you get from the capsule into your stomach, into your bloodstream, and into the tissue cells. And I can actually use it in the cells. Oxidative stress, that's the thing that causes age prematurely. To be susceptible to disease. It helps to reduce that. That study's been reproduced many times over, and it makes a significant change in your blood chemistry in about 28 days. They went on to study the immune system. Now, it strengthens the bolsters of the immune system. I personally have had experience with that because I've been taking it. All the people come to my office packing coffee season, and I really don't get sick anymore unless at the holidays, all my patients bring me these nice sugar treats like fudge and cookies and donuts. And I can't resist. So I overeat on the sugar, and sometimes I'll get a cold. Other than that, I don't get sick. And I've noticed patients don't get sick either that I've got on Juice Plus now. They come back to report that to me. So that's my own little study. Now, the DNA is also protected for reduction of chance of cancer, reduces inflammation in the body, protects cardiovascular system, gums, skin. That's just to name a few of the many studies they've done on Juice Plus. It's a very simple concept, fruits and vegetables. But when you put it in the body, it's extremely powerful and has an amazing effect on the body positively. And again, that's due to all the synergy of the nutrients in there. Now, there's people who can't take the capsules. Mostly it's little kids. There's some adults who can't start off capsules. So the company has come out with the chewables. And they come in little pouches like this. There's the berries. And you've got the veggies and the fruits. And they ship it into a nice package box that looks like this. And again, each one of those, that can be the supply that you need for your mouth. They're great. I use them around my house to help satisfy my sweet tooth at nighttime. If I get that, because it tastes really good. But that's one of the things. Now, they also connect that with the Children's Health Study Program, the Juice Plus. And what the company has done is they've connected, and they have these, if an adult takes the Juice Plus capsule, for every adult order, a child between the ages of 4 and 18 actually can extend into college. They can take their Juice Plus or get their Juice Plus for up to 4 years for free. So that's a significant savings to the family. And they've done on a study, they found all kinds of amazing results, such as 66% fewer doctor's visits, 60% school days less school days missed, 96% of the people taking the Juice Plus in the study report some sort of positive benefit. And one of the most exciting things to me is they find that the kids and the people start to crave more fruits and vegetables and want less junk food. They also, another product we got is Juice Plus Complete, which is another amazing product. And that comes in a box. And you get these lovely little pouches. This is the French vanilla. And then you get the Dutch chocolate. And they both taste absolutely delicious. The French vanilla, I could put pine orange banana juice in that. It tastes like a creamsicle. But I think the chocolate is our family favorite. That's the one we use the most of. But again, you know, chocolate lovers, what can you say? But basically, it provides the macronutrients. That's things like the fats, carbohydrates, and stuff like that. The proteins. Basically, it provides you a complete, balanced meal, even though it's not classified as a meal replacement. A lot of people kind of tend to do that. They use it for breakfast most commonly. That's what we do in my family, as we've been eating it for breakfast for many, many years now. I can make my shake. I'll make it with like flax, almond milk or rice cream, put some flax seeds in there, almonds, nuts, whatever I happen to be in the mood for that day. Blend it up with my handy dandy little Vitamix, and away we go. I got a nice healthy glass of nutrition that I can eat on the way to the office. I've also used it as a pre and post workout drink. I make it up in the mason jar. That's my flowing roots coming out, Nancy. And make it up in a mason jar. I drink a little bit of it on the way to the gym. And then after my workout, I store it in the refrigerator there. I make it on the way home as a post-workout replenishment drink. So there's a lot of ways, many different ways people are using it. So it's low glycemic index in the food. What that means is the blood sugar doesn't rise and spike really, really fast. And the reason of that is all the fiber that's found in the Juice Plus Complete. A lot of people have reported that I talked to that around the Complete, they notice that it gives them more energy, helps reduce the sugar cravings, reduces brain fog, helps reduce hormone-driven mood swings and hot flashes. Now, having said that, I have to give a disclaimer here, because we do not make any kind of claims for treating conditions or symptoms with Juice Plus. In fact, the company literally forbids us to do that. Now, I can tell you what I've experienced, and that's what I'm related. So we do not make claims for Juice Plus. Some people will say, well, what does it last you? I make my shake and drink it in the morning on the way to the office about 9 o'clock. Don't get to lunch till about 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock, and it holds me over just fine. I don't have hunger pains in the middle of the day because of that. It's 100% plant-based nutrients from 40 different plant ingredients, including whole group superfoods and some ancient grains. It's basically, if you want to think about it, a superfood in a glass. Juice Plus Complete nutritional bars also come and look something like this. They come in a box. And you have the two flavors of that is dark chocolate and tart cherry. Actually, dark chocolate and fig, and tart cherry and honey. It tastes really, really delicious. It's really kind of a Juice Plus Complete shake on the go for those who really fast-paced lifestyles. We've got a new program starting under the heading of a Healthy Revolution. It's called the 10-Day Shred, or Shred 10 actually is what it's called. And in that, you will learn how to shred unhealthy habits in 10 days. Anybody can win it in 10 days. But you learn how to get rid of unhealthy habits, focus on clean living and eating by one simple change at a time. You become part of a private Shred Buddies group on Facebook with a community of support, listening to each other, they share recipes, and it's just a lot of fun. And you also get a free guidebook and a cookbook that comes along with that program. Now, the last thing, and is a product I'm going to talk about, is our amazing power burner. It's a system that allows you to grow up to 20 plants in a basically 3 foot by 3 foot, 4 foot space. And Nancy, you want to see my tower garden?
Yes, I do.
Let me get your tower garden for you. Hang on a minute, I'll be right back. Here's my tower garden.
Beautiful.
It's got that tub in the bottom. It's a 20-gallon tub. You put the water in there, and the center little tube up here, all the water comes up, and it rains down on the roots of the plant. There's no dirt in there. It just goes in a thing called rock wool. You cycle on and off. And so it's actually an aeroponic, hydroponic growing system that will grow produce in a fraction of the time it will take in the ground, less water, less nutrients needed. It's just amazing. You can literally grow anything in your tower garden that doesn't require dirt, a tree, or a shrub to grow. I've grown tomatoes, produce, strawberries. You can grow watermelon on that. When you buy the kit, and again, this kit doesn't cost on a daily basis more than a cup of coffee. But it gives you everything you need to grow those 20 plants. The nice thing about it is, a lot of people, the seniors, they love the garden, they come from a backyard garden, but they can't garden anymore. They can't bend over, they can't hoe, they can't pull weeds. With this system, there's none of that. All you have to have is a place where you can get sun for about 6 hours a day, and you can grow your produce and have your own private organic produce right at your fingertips to cook with. Or just go off your own home. So basically, that kind of covers the product. So in conclusion, based on peer-reviewed research, what I've noticed in my own body is the reason why I will not ever not take Juice Plus for the rest of my life. I've been doing this for 13 years now, and I've noticed significant changes in my health, my patient's health, and it's just, I will get up at nighttime and take my Juice Plus if I by chance forgotten that day. For me, it is my insulin policy that I'm getting bridging the gap between what I know I should be eating, which is now 9 to 13 servings, and a serving is the size of a fist, and what I'm not eating on a daily basis. So it's the way I stay healthy, and I love it. So that's pretty much my story. So let's now hear from the amazing LouAnn Stark-Dykema.
Hello, Jim, and everybody else. I guess I'm on now, and I agree with Jim in that I love all the Juice Plus products, and my story started 13 years ago as well, and my main concern were my children. I had 2 boys, or still do. The 5-year-old had serious constipation problems, and with that, we tried all kinds of things. And when I was introduced to Juice Plus, and we were able to have him start taking the Juice Plus, within the first month, his issues resolved. It's like his body figured out what to do. And that was no longer this incredibly serious issue. And my older son, who was maybe 7 or 8, he was always congested, sneezing. I mean, we knew he had allergies, but we didn't go through all these tests. And we noticed that those symptoms were decreasing. And over time, it just wasn't this chronic problem. So I saw my young boys, who are always very active, just having a healthier life. And that's huge. It's huge for any person, but it's definitely huge for a mom. And because of the Children's Health Study, my husband and I could both sponsor one of the children. So we got our Juice Plus, 2 for 1 for 4 years. And again, I was never going to stop using Juice Plus, which we never will as a family. So we hardly ever get sick, and we just have a life and a vitality that I'm so grateful for. And another product that I love that Jim was just talking about is the Tower Garden. I've been growing with my Tower Gardens, I have more than one, for the last 5 years. During April through October, I grow outdoors on my deck, indoors from November through middle of April. And we all eat even more healthy foods because we're growing our own produce. And ours is the house that when you come and you have dinner with us, people expect a salad. And they love our Tower Garden salads. And whenever we're invited to someone's home, we're always asked to bring the salad. It's like, can you bring that salad? And can you put some of those herbs in it? And then along with, eating all that great food, you talk about the Juice Plus Complete, in the morning, I just go to my Tower Garden, I cut spinach, kale, Swiss chard, I throw it in my shake. So it's just norm for me to have fresh food around me all year. And the other gift I have had in the last little over 6 months is the generosity of the Juice Plus Company is such that they have been and continue to donate a Tower Garden to every Boys and Girls Club in North America. And so I live in Lansing, Michigan area. The Lansing Boys and Girls Club has received a Tower Garden, and I get to be the rep that goes over, and I am with 10 through 13-year-olds, helping them grow produce on a Tower Garden. So some of these kids have never even tasted some of the foods we're growing. Wow. And right now, we're getting all this basil started because we're going to make pesto. And again, some of the kids have had pesto, some haven't, but we're going to have a big pesto party. So I just really, really feel gifted to have these products as a part of my daily life. So that's my story.
Well, thank you, LouAnn, for sharing your amazing stories. And I think we'll all agree that what an amazing gift these products have been, not only to your children, but to reaching out to the community, to the Boys and Girls Clubs as well. So thank you for sharing your stories. And Jim, thank you for sharing your stories. And you did a great job explaining all the products tonight. So let's shift gears now. So I think we'll all agree that we have an amazing product line. And luckily, we get to share these products all over the world. So the name Juice Plus is also connected to our company because it is the Juice Plus company, and it is also the opportunity for you to own your own business. And as I said, my name is Nancy Kroupa, and I live in beautiful Traverse City, Michigan. And then in the winter, we winter in this year, Naples, Florida. And I must say, it's at the best times of the year. So I'm really grateful to be in the nice, humid, warm weather right now. I'm calling in tonight from Florida. And luckily, because of this business, Jerry and I have been snowbirds now since 1990. We'll be turning 70 this year, but in our early 40s, we found ourselves in dire straits. I was a former teacher, but I was in corporate America at the time. And my job moved to another city. At the same time, my husband, Jerry, was president of his family-owned business, and they were downsizing, they were closing their business. So here we were with 3 teenagers, all looking to go to college, and we were both unemployed. I mean, you know, and so, so we didn't know what we were going to do. We did know what we wanted to do, though. We didn't know about the job or what it looked like, but we wanted to be in control. First of all, we wanted to work together. We wanted to be able to control our own hours that we worked, and we wanted our freedom of time. In other words, we didn't want a boss. We wanted to be the boss, you know, that kind of thing. And at the same time, we wanted to build a really successful business. And we looked at franchising. And if any of you out there have ever looked at franchising, you probably experienced the same thing we did. We became very disillusioned very quickly. But Jerry was introduced to this company, and he was very open to the business. Obviously, he brought it to me, and I said immediately, no way. Don't talk to me. And don't talk to anybody I know. And by the way, don't talk to anybody that might become my friend down the road. So, but lovingly, he invited me to look at the company together. So we wanted to investigate the company. Was this a real deal? Was this a real opportunity? Something that we could put our family integrity and hang our hat and go to work and trust this company. So we went to a conference to really check it out together, and immediately we found out that this company had integrity, that it was a solid company financially, that and this was an amazing company that we could really become partners with, and a company we could put our name on the dotted line, because that was really important to us. So naturally, eventually we started becoming a product of the product, like we all do. And I guess one of my biggest objections still at that time was that to me, it looked like a sales business. And excuse me if I offend anyone, but I thought salespeople wore plaid pants, a striped shirt, and wore a pocket protector. And I couldn't see myself doing that, you know? So I didn't think I could sell anything. So I was never a salesman in my life, but we soon became that product of the product. You know, how we naturally, when we fall in love with something, we can't help but talk about it. And when you look at our Juice Plus product line, that we're helping children, we're making a difference in families' lives, like Jim and LouAnn described. And it's making a difference in people that we love and care about. We couldn't help but start sharing it. So when I learned that all we have to do is share our experiences and share what we love, it really opened my eyes to looking at this business and really get more serious about the business opportunity. And when we looked into it more, I realized this was the answer. This is what we were looking for, that freedom of time, being our own boss, locking arms with a very successful company. And it really was what we had dreamt of. So now I'm going to give you a little information about our business and our company. And, you know, I think that's important because Jerry and I put a lot of time and effort into researching it before we put our name on that application form. And we found out the company had longevity. The company was founded in 1970 by Jay Martin, who is still president today. And it has stood the test of time. And now we do business in over 23 countries. We just love partnering with this amazing company. We trust them because of the integrity of the company. And the Juice Plus company is debt-free. And you ready for this? It's almost a drum roll. This year or next year, we will become a $1 billion a year company. And to me, that is so exciting for the future, our future, for your future, for the future of this company is amazing to me. I remember when they did like $2 million a year in business. That's how long we've been with the company. So, but their philosophy is to inspire healthy living around the world. And it's a company with a really big heart. They have invested millions of dollars in this children's health study that Jim talked about. And what really touches my heart is that now over 1 million families have been helped with by taking Juice Plus. It has impacted the lives of over 1 million families in the children's health study. And you know, that really touches my heart. And it just gets me, you know, kind of teary-eyed when you think of the difference that the potential we all can make. The company is all about sharing, obviously, and giving back to the communities. And our charitable monies from our company and from us go to St. Jude's Hospital, to the Volunteers of America, and like LouAnn said, with the Boys and Girls Club. And like she said, they are donating a tower garden to over 4,200 Boys and Girls Clubs across North America. And when you think about it, it's affecting almost 4 million children. So LouAnn, keep up the good work. You're doing a great job. We have a proven business model, taking the best of business models from across the world. And we've created a very unique business model. It's called a virtual franchise. And what we have is a proven system of success, working with amazing compensation plan that is really working across the world. And it's completely low risk and low cost. It costs $50 to become part and to own your own franchise, your virtual franchise with our company. And I'm not going to go into great detail now and make you cross-eyed on how we get paid in this business, but we do get paid in 4 different ways. We get paid with retail profit, with commissions, bonuses, and benefits. And the Juice Plus is ordered through your own personal website, and the company takes it from there. The company processes that order, it bills the customer, so they take on the debt of that product, and they ship the product to the end user or to our customers for us. And they even support our customers with continuing education if that isn't enough. You don't take the risk by first purchasing the product and then turning around to sell it and collecting the money then. It's all done through our company. So it's so easy. And when you get, then they pay us. Then they pay us that retail profit and commission. And we can get paid amazing bonuses as well by building a team, if that's how you want to go. And that is where the real residual income is. So if you are interested in the business opportunity with Juice Plus, it's important for you to work out exactly what you want from this business. It can be whatever you want it to be. And that's what I love about this business. There's no pressure. There are 2 ways to approach this. We have the fast track program with bonuses to move very quickly, or we have a cumulative way to go, a much slower at your own pace way. You can take it easy, you can go as slow as you want. And you know, as we grew our business, I was really impressed at the huge potential that our life's work and our cause would be. It did take us by surprise how fast our businesses grew. And it started by first making our house payment, and then it grew to replacing both our incomes. And our income now, well, it's beyond our wildest dreams. And wow, just think this business is so powerful, and it can affect so many lives of people and families. And this business is done on a part-time basis with part-time hours. And many people do it actually in stolen moments. And like Stephanie, who's on the phone tonight. And so, like I said, you can do this 2 different ways, and you can choose which way you want. To be honest, most people today are doing the fast track approach. We see amazing things where people are building their own virtual franchisees with the fast track and then duplicating it within their very own team very quickly and in record time, by the way. So if someone is sharing this opportunity with you tonight or sharing the recording with you, just find out what you want to create through this virtual franchise. Talk to the person that invited you on this call, and they will tell you exactly what you need to do to create the income that you desire. When I looked at this opportunity, my first big question was, so what do I have to do to become successful? All you have to do is work with your sponsor, and they're going to show you the way. It's not about you being the expert about the product or an expert about the business. It's learning one step at a time. And these weekly Zoom calls, now this is our very first call tonight. And by the way, when I hit the record button, my cursor slipped off, and so I started as Jim started. So the recording will be a little short, but we got the meat of it anyway. These weekly Zoom calls are really going to be available to each and every one of you. So if you're looking at this business tonight and you're thinking, this is really something I'd like to do, you want to get 4, 5, 10 people on next week's call so that you don't have to explain the products. You don't have to explain the company or how we get paid. It will be done for you right here. And I love that because you can start your business and you don't have to be the expert, but you can get paid as you learn, which is amazing. And it's just about inviting people along so they can hear these stories like you heard tonight and learn about the products and the business in the convenience of your own home. Don't you just love this? We're all together tonight. And lastly, I want to touch on the amazing Juice Plus community. To me, it's the most important part of this business. It's the #1 thing that excites me every single day. And certainly there are highs and lows with this business, just like any other business. And it's certainly not a breeze or easy because you are required to be teachable and to put some work into it to create the income that you desire. In the Juice Plus community, we look to each other and raise each other up. And I find it so refreshing. Coming from corporate America, I was used to all that backstabbing and the politics and people trying to cut you down to get your job. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Corporate America is really so much a part of so many lives today, and they're so used to it. And for me, it's so refreshing to find something so completely opposite like this, to be amongst people who are inspiring, who are positive all the time and have locked arms and are on a mission together. And they all want to see you succeed in this business, whether you're on their team or not. It's really a refreshing thing. Since doing this business, I'm just amazed at how many people I love and admire that belong to this community. And I've had the privilege to work amongst some of my best friends in the whole world together. And we're out there every day just making a difference in the world and having so much fun doing the same. So I would like to bring my good friend Celine on. Celine, I know we talked earlier and you have something really wonderful you want to add. So would you please add to this information tonight with your story?
Definitely. Can you hear me okay? Do I sound okay? All right. Hello, everyone. Like she said, I'm Celine Parot. Just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm actually a nurse that lives down here in Jacksonville, Florida. So I'm down in the heat with Nancy right now. But this journey for me started actually 15 years ago. I heard about Juice Plus because I had a daughter that was sick at the time. And I'm so glad that somebody told me about Juice Plus. And the product to me obviously made sense. I'm a mother of 2 kids and they weren't eating healthy. And my daughter had eczema and deadly food allergies. So once we added Juice Plus to her diet, we started seeing a lot of changes. awesome changes. Less stress for mom, I can tell you. But when it came to the business, I didn't even think about the business. Like Nancy said, I grew up with a dad that did some network marketing when I was a kid and pretty much scarred me. So I wanted nothing to do with any kind of home-based business. I was the woman who wouldn't let Pampered Chef into my house, nothing. But I will tell you, after I started, seeing people do well on Juice Plus, just being a nurse and just seeing the, remarkable changes in people, I felt obligated to start sharing Juice Plus. And then naturally, before you knew it, I had a bunch of customers. I remember the day I met a mom at the park, and she's now my best friend, Angie, and she said, "What is Juice Plus?" And I told her, "It's fruits and vegetables in a capsule." And she's like, instantly, she goes, "Is there a business opportunity in this company?" And I'm like, "I don't know." So long story short, she became one of my first distributors, and she took off in the business. And for those of you that know me, I'm extremely competitive. So I felt like I had to compete with her. So I started working the business with her. And before you knew it, we had quite an awesome business. And I was able to retire from nursing. I stay home with my children full time, which is awesome, especially when they're in their teens. I've got 2 18-year-olds and a 15-year-old. I have a son who's in college that I get to go visit whenever I want. So this business has been really an awesome safety net for my family, because 8 years ago I went through a divorce that I wasn't planning on. You never know when something's going to happen, and my husband left without warning. And I had the income in my Juice Plus business. I never had to go back to work. So how many single moms get to stay home with their kids and never had to go back to work? So this has been a blessing. And I've also taken care of 2 parents on top of being a mother. So I don't know how anybody could work, take care of 2 kids, and take care of 2 parents. So now I'm just as really passionate about the business as I am the product. So I have no problem telling people about this business because, one, I know it works. I love the community of people I work with. You'll never find a more positive group of people than the people in Juice Plus. And obviously now getting home to stay home with my kids and mentoring other people in this business has been such a fun journey for me. It's kind of paying it forward and giving other people the opportunity to really choose their life and to have time freedom and financial freedom. So I'm really glad I got to share tonight, and thank you so much, Nancy, for inviting me.
Oh, well, Celine, thank you. Thank you for sharing your journey with the Juice Plus company and your kids and their health and everything. It's just been amazing working with you, and you're one of my favorite buddies in this business too, and thank you so much for sharing. So in wrapping up, as you can tell, we love each other, but this business is so much fun. And, tonight we're from Minnesota, we're from Michigan, Florida, and if I missed anyone, I'm sorry about that. But, we're all sharing here together tonight. And like I said, it's a global business. And how easy is this to get on a call for, 35, 40 minutes and share what we love? And, I think about that we've got this amazing technology. And 25 years ago, I considered the fax machine high tech, and that's exactly what we had back then. But today we've got Zoom, like we're on tonight. We've got Voxer, and we've got this amazing technology with our iPads, our iPhones, our computers, and it's just like we're doing right now on Zoom. So, if you're interested, if you are listening to this tonight and something sparked your interest, if a tiny part of you said, "Wow, this is exciting," do your own investigation. And this is really exciting, or you want to find out more about us, we want to hear from you. We'd love to have you join us same time, same place, same numbers next week. And we want you to look good. We want you to feel good, make money, and have just heaps and heaps of fun like we do. So I want to thank you all for listening tonight, and I guess that's about it. One more thing, though, if you would like some more information about our compensation plan, get back with the person that invited you on this call tonight, and they will give you a website to go to and a phone number to call in at 8:30 to learn about our compensation plan from my mentor, Cheryl Cortese. And so we invite you all on that call tonight. So I want to thank you for joining us. Good night to everybody, and have a great evening. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Good night.